Is that better? There it goes. Now it gets light.
You going backwards?
Huh? Here, you scoot over this way.
No, so
Is that better?
no, I think you're.
You think I'm what?
No, when you're trying to send this way, you got to go the opposite way you're thinking. If it's backwards, okay. So,
Okay.
no, I'm
Okay.
playing. Yeah, when it's moving, it's like
Is it perfect
You
now,
gotta,
you
look.
guys?
You gotta look at it up. You got to look at it like you're in a reverse world when you're. Oh, okay.
Okay. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. Are you guys here? I see names here. All right. Jeanette says, I can see and hear you. You get the gold star tonight, Jeanette. You get the big trophy. That was very helpful. All right, let me see who is here. Jeanette is here, and Xanthia, Kim, and Kelly from Alabama. Let's see, Allison is here. Janet and Bex is here. Barbara's here from Canada. Melissa's here. Valerie, Kathleen from Minnesota. Cindy from Florida. Susan in Tennessee. Linda from Massachusetts. Christy and Debbie and Tanya. Oh gosh, it's jumping. George is here. Dolores. Shelly from, I missed it. Connie from Arkansas. Allison's here from Indiana. Kayla, Janet's from Rhode Island. Nene's here. Allie's here from Connecticut. The other Janice is here from Massachusetts. Sherry's here from Kentucky. Norma and Esther. Black Widow's here from Michigan. Jill from Indiana. Amara's here. I hope I pronounced it right. The Roar Tribe says Ozark's here. Yeah. Connie is here. Charla, Ray from Georgia, Vanessa from Kansas, Tanya from Alabama, Tracy from Washington, and Nene's here from New Jersey. Debbie from Maryland, Carolyn from Indiana, Rhonda from South Dakota. Miss Florence is here. I'm so glad you're here. And my friend Erin is here too. She says hi to my favorite vlogging family. I hope you're all doing well. Sending love from New York. Erin, thank you for the super chat. And thank you for being my friend. I'm glad you're here. I know you go to bed early, so it means a lot to me that you would stay up just to chit chat with us a little bit.
And the girls love the dolls.
And they do. They do. What day was it? Okay, guys, we've been running. And a couple days ago, we actually stayed home. In case you don't know, Miss Erin is the one that sent us her childhood dolls for the little girls to play with. And was it Abigail? Abigail, it was you that told me, I'm so glad I get to stay home. I want to play with Erin's dolls. That was her goal for that day, was to play with the dolls. And they had them all over this big couch. Anna, Abigail, and Rebekah were all playing. Say thank you, Miss Erin. You were playing with your honey baby, weren't you? You like honey baby? You gonna squeeze mama's head off? Sherry said she loved yesterday's video. Jeanette is talking about the show called The Midwife and thinking that Sarah would like it. I watched it years ago, not the newer seasons, I guess, but the older ones. And yeah, I agree. She would like the midwifery aspect and the historical aspect of it there too. She's over there nodding her head, so she's listening. Yeah, Sherry says to like the video, guys. Thank you, Sherry. Right now we have 183 people here, and I have 50. Oh, it went to 57 thumbs up. So if you could make sure you do that, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. See, Judy's here.
Carrie says our reception's clear. That must mean the people in this part of the county are not on the internet.
It's the only way we get decent internet. That's the only way
we have good internet.
Goodness. Allison asked if Rebekah's tired. I don't know. I haven't been here most of the day. So did she take a nap today while I was gone? No, she did not. So she's going to be crashing soon. Yeah. Let's see. I love Call the Midwife, and that is why I mentioned the show, Jeanette says. Judy asks, how old is Sarah? She's 17. She'll be 18 on December 1st. So that's coming up quickly. Andrew's turning 16 on November 24th. We're about to hit birthday season again for our crew here. Claire Bell made it. I'm glad you made it. Let's see. Donna's here from Idaho. Let's see. Oh, the Lounge Boutique says, please come visit historical St. Genevieve, Missouri. Would love to treat your family to dinner.
What a shame that all the time I've lived.
You've never been to St. Genevieve? I went
I've
in
had so many
college.
people up at Cape was always like, oh, because I loved
Yeah.
all the historic stuff around
Yeah.
Cape, and that's like, oh, but St. Jen's got Cape beat on historic
Mhm.
things.
Yeah, St. Genevieve's beautiful. I haven't been there much, but I did go once in college. They had it was an old house. Like they had like
The French, it's French stuff.
archaeologist stuff. They
Yeah,
had like
it's the
real
old,
people.
yeah, they had like 1600s
Yeah.
French homes or something like that. I used to work with an officer. He used to be a St. John officer, and so he would talk about all because he knew I love stuff like that. So he would tell me all about all the
Yeah.
stuff in St. John.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm scanning. Um, it's the oldest town west of the Mississippi River. Yeah, it is really, really a neat place. If you ever do get down this way, St. Genevieve, it's like in between Poplar Bluff and St. Louis. St. Genevieve is, but it does have a lot of history there. Jean asks, Janice, do you folks have an apple mill, or an orchard? Well, we have our orchard here on the property, but of course we don't. The fruit trees here are the hardest for me to handle. So we don't really get a whole lot of production off ours. Locally, I am not aware of an apple mill anywhere. There is an orchard in Jackson, Missouri that
Used to be a lot of orchards in the area, but
used
there
to be.
aren't anymore.
Yeah. Jeanette says, please pray for my daughter, Sarah Kate. She was out with a friend of hers. She had a bit of an accident where she fell and received 3 fractures in her left foot. She now has to wear a boot. Oh, Jeanette. Yeah, we have one thing I just want to this happened last week too. There are people here visiting with us, and you don't know what's going on in their lives. And I get the person in line with you at Walmart or wherever, the person in the lane next to you on the highway, you don't know what people are going through. They're going through some pretty harsh stuff. And some of you share it on here, and we are so happy to pray for you guys, to keep you all in our family prayers. I was just contacted private message today by one of our faithful viewers. She lost her parents in a car crash this morning. So there are lots of things going on with lots of people, and just be kind because you don't know what's going on. Jeanette says her daughter has to have the boot on her foot for 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, I did see Noreen is here too. I saw that as well. And is Miss Vicky here?
Yeah.
Miss Vicky's here too. Awesome. Okay, Sam, you have her link ready to go? It's already there. Our friends Vicky and Chris down in Mississippi, you have to check out their channel because it's awesome. Real stories, a writer's pen and a fisherman's tale. And Samuel has put the link in the chat box there so you can check out their channel. Binge watch all their videos. Okay. All right.
Yeah, a lot of people have jumped on.
Yes. Oh, we're up to 236 people now.
Yeah,
it has jumped up.
Spinning by real quick. Yeah.
So, the Roar Tribe says I've subbed to them. That's to Vicky and Chris's channel. She says, well, check them out. So, and Pamela says she loved the pizza making video.
One of our more popular ones.
It is that
biscuits and gravy has it beat as far as view. Yeah, people. Everybody makes pizza, but the biscuits and gravy is a novelty outside of certain areas. So I think that's
but it gets a lot of views too. The pizza video, kind of along that same train of thought, there is we're having pizza for supper tonight because I ran all day long and I feel like I haven't been home very much. So those $4.99 pizzas at Aldi, I picked up 4 of them. So for $20, brought pizzas home, doctored them up with some extra special ingredients. I am filming a what we eat in a week video now. And so this pizza stuff will be part of that video. But I'd already told you guys our family tradition is on presidential election nights is we have a family pizza party. And I told the kids, because obviously that's next Tuesday. And I told the kids, are you going to want pizza tonight and pizza next Tuesday night? They're like, yes. That's not a problem. So tonight's pizza is the Aldi pizza. Next Tuesday night's pizza is we plan to do homemade because that is going to be an at-home day.
Yeah.
We'll have time to actually make homemade pizza, and so it'll be a little bit different. Aldi versus homemade. So, okay. Jean never could stomach the biscuits and gravy, just not her thing. So, yeah, we didn't realize that, especially in other countries, biscuits and gravy is just not a thing. Not. Absolutely not a thing. So, okay. Do you have
I'll start giving you
questions
some questions.
or analytics? Did you have any?
I got the analytics aren't that interesting.
Okay, analytics
I got a
aren't
little
that
bit. Well, I got a
interesting.
little bit. I do have 2 of them that have popped up that I've never seen on here
Okay.
before, and I have a feeling a bunch of you are going to know what this one is. I'm actually surprised it hasn't popped up before.
Okay.
The Papa's Kitchen has finally showed up on here.
Really?
Is in the top 15 subscribed. So obviously, with as many people that subscribe to our tribe of many, naturally,
Really?
so
So that has
the
crossed
Papa's
over.
Kitchen.
Okay.
That's the dad
Yeah.
of Sarah. Yeah.
So, Sarah's channel, Our Tribe of Many, is always in our tippity top. You guys watch our channel and her channel.
Yeah.
But her dad's channel, the Papa's Kitchen, that one,
he's like
that's a new one.
He's like a comedian.
Yeah, he is a funny guy. Debbie says yes. Xanthia says no. Valerie and Kelly both say yes. The Roar Tribe has trouble getting the analytics to show up on their channel. I may have to figure out how to get them through that. Bex watches the dad's channel too. So yeah, there's several. Yes, yes. Cindy says yes. Christy says yes. Yeah, I watch it sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
Sandy. He's in Florida.
yeah,
Sandy's,
he is in Florida. Yeah. So,
yeah, lots of yeses on that. So yeah, that his channel has finally popped up
okay.
as in the top. And then another one had a Homestead Journey.
I'm not familiar with that one.
was
A
a new one.
Homestead Journey. If anyone watches that one, I'm not familiar with it,
Yeah.
but I can see where people would link it if it's about homestead stuff. So let's see. No, they've not heard of that one either. So no, so far no.
No Homestead Journey
Huh.
folks yet. Oh,
Not familiar with.
well, that's interesting. Yeah, that was a new one. I had not.
Did you
I'd
look
never.
at the channel? Was it a
I
newer
didn't
channel or
check it out.
anything?
I didn't check it out. I just saw
Huh.
I just saw it on there, and I just kind of got to the point where I kind of recognized the normal ones.
Never heard.
Oh, here we go.
Here's
Yeah,
a
we got
couple
some
yeses. Susan in Tennessee says yes, and Pamela's Pantry says yes. Vicky is getting political ads. I am sorry, Vicky. We have
give it
no
another week. Give it another
control.
week.
Yes. Yes. Hopefully, yeah, a week and a day from
And
now.
I cannot stress enough, we have no control over what the ads are or what it's
Yeah.
shown. So don't think,
Yeah.
well, why are they promoting? I'm not promoting anything.
Nope.
It's just that YouTube does it. Yeah.
Blame YouTube. So, but talking about getting to the analytics on the left side of your creator page where you can look at stuff, there is, how does it go? Your dashboard, and then your content, and then Is analytics the third one down, Sam? Yeah, analytics is the third one down. They're on that left-hand side. So, and that's if you click on that, and where do you go to after clicking on analytics? Is it audience? It gives you several different subheadings.
Yeah,
Then I
then
think is it
you're just
audience,
gonna have to start clicking around, and
it'll tell you male and female who's
it'll tell you
watching. Break
where
it
they're
down by
from,
age. Yeah,
geography, time of day, all
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
you just start. You'll start. It's like chasing rabbit trails. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got lunch.
There, Miss Carrie sent a super chat. Thank you. She says snacks for the kids. Thank you, Carrie. We may do that for our election party, our pizza party.
Yeah.
And Miss Marguerite sent a super chat as well. It says for Abigail. Where's Abigail? You got pizza in your face? Come here. She's chewing her pizza. Come around the back and you can tell Miss Marguerite, thank you.
Thank you.
Very, very nice, right? You want to come in too and say,
Thank you.
thank you. Yeah, she's thankful. You're very thankful. Are you? They sent a super chat for Abigail. And that was very, very nice.
And for me.
Are you enjoying your pizza?
Mm-mm.
No? Is it yucky?
Mm-mm.
Is it yummy?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. It is yummy. Okay. You go finish eating your pizza. Oh. Hmm. Oh, Pamela talks about how about the Zimmermans? Is homesteading with the Zimmermans on there?
I've
Have
seen
you
it
noticed
before.
it?
I didn't notice it. I did not notice it this time, but it has
It
been.
has been
It
on
has
there.
been
She
in
is
the
a very
past.
good channel. Yeah, very educational. Pamela talks about on there too. Yeah, it is. I did see somebody had it's already scrolled up, asked about when we do pizza, if we do a grain-free pizza for our family member that has to eat grain-free. And yes, we have several mixes that are grain-free and they're kind of versatile. They can be, if you fidget with them a little bit, made into bread or a pizza dough or things like that. So we have options when we do the homemade pizzas like that. So Bonnie's here and says, hello, everyone. Bonnie, I'm glad you made it. Oh, Jeanette says, I don't understand why the election in the US has to be so long. Here in Canada, we have short elections, especially the provincial.
Oh, I can answer that one.
You know that one?
Money. Because the longer it drags out, the more money everybody spends.
So
It's that simple.
It's those ads on YouTube.
It's that simple. It just because it just everybody spends more money on it. That's all. That's the bottom line.
Oh
So
my. So Bonnie watches Jamarel. I do enjoy watching her also. Let's see. Oh, and Nerdy Bombshell mentions that portobello mushroom caps make great grain-free pizza crust. Yeah, I've had that before and I enjoy that. But I like mushrooms. Sea Life says, how about cauliflower pizza? I thought that too, and I have looked at pretty much all of the cauliflower pizza crusts in the stores, and they're all gluten free, but they'll pretty much have brown rice in them. And our family member has to be totally grain free, so the cauliflower pizzas aren't working. There's probably a do-it-yourself one that I could take frozen cauliflower and cheese and maybe almond flour or something like that and make something. I just haven't researched it. So um, Jean watches Homestead Tessie. She has come up on our stuff before too.
Tessie showed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm scanning. Kelly made it too. Glad you're here. Yeah, if you guys have been here on our live streams, Miss Susan has been keeping us updated about her mama, who had not been doing well, and she did pass. So Susan mentioned it in the chat here, and I know a lot of you were praying for her too. October 24th is when she passed, and I know that had been drawn out for a while. So Susan has been in our prayers as well. Let's see. Pamela says, I'm amazed with Sarah. I'd like to follow her around and learn all the things she knows. Oh my, the chat's going. Carol, thank you for the super chat. She sent one also, and we are very, very appreciative of you.
Okay. Top 5 states of where
Yeah,
people are
haven't done
listening.
this in a while.
No, no,
Okay.
well, let's get a little bit of change. Texas is number 1. Texas has been number 1 in the
Yeah.
past.
Yay, Texas.
Ohio number 2. I always say I don't know what it is. Oh, we have all these viewers in Ohio, and then it
Yep.
kind of bleeds over to like Indiana, and we have a bunch of people right up in there. California is number 3. Missouri's number 4. Usually Missouri doesn't rank that high as Missouri. And then number 5, and I don't think I've North Carolina. We
Really?
normally don't have North Carolinas, but North
Really?
Carolina has came in at number 5.
I'll take it. Did you happen to look at our lowest state?
No, I didn't look at the
Because
lowest. I was just looking
sometimes
at the
you've
top.
mentioned.
Sometimes, yeah, I try to get the recruitment going. Typically, it's Hawaii and the Dakotas. We don't do that. Of course, no
Okay.
one lives there. So,
Okay.
so
Okay.
yeah, we always get more. It's always interesting how we get far more views in Trinidad and Tobago. We got like 120 different views from Trinidad and Tobago in the last 30 days. We get more than some states in the U.S. But okay, so I do have some questions.
Okay.
That's coming.
Okay.
So
Amy says that's because Ohio rocks.
Well, we're popular in Ohio.
Amy's been doing good spreading the word, I think.
If I become a bank robber, it's not going to be in Ohio. People will recognize me. Okay, so okay. They have to go to the Dakotas. Okay, they have to find the bank there. What is a chuck roast? Apparently, some folks are not familiar with a chuck roast.
Okay,
You had mentioned.
you pay attention to that because you might know the answer to Jeanette's question for later too. A chuck roast is just a cut of meat, and I don't know what everybody else uses it for, but for me, for our family, when I buy a chuck roast, it's probably going to go in the crock pot as a stew. Add, carrots and onions and potatoes and stuff like that to it and make it into a stew. You could just cook it in a Dutch oven or something that way too, but that's really what I use chuck roast for. It's just a cut of meat, and we like it. So when I can get it on sale, we stock up on it. So
Rhonda is in South Dakota. We have someone in South Dakota. Well, South Dakota does better than North Dakota. North Dakota is the one that's always South Dakota is not quite as low as North Dakota is always the one that's way at the bottom.
Xanthia didn't know what a chuck roast was either, but she doesn't eat meat, so that's why.
And it's probably just different terms.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe there is another term. I'm not sure. Chuck roast beef. Jeanette says so. My mom makes the beef and noodles with the roast. Allison says you can use it for barbecue beef also. Grandma Teresa Gilmore says. Cooks up really good in the Instant Pot, Charla says. Yeah, Christina and I are on the same wavelength as far as how to use the chuck roast. Monique asks, how's Filbert? So for those of you that don't know, Monique has named our little lonely duck that has come here. She's named him Filbert. And Filbert's doing fine. Just the same. I don't know. I think Filbert is happy being just a random, lonely, run around duck around here, but it would make me feel better if it was in a group.
Rubber duck?
The rubber duck. I do remember you playing with the rubber duck at the hayride. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it?
No, the real rubber duck. The real one.
The real rubber duck.
Yeah.
In the bathtub?
They have one of them. They've named rubber.
One of the mallards.
One of the real ducks that's named rubber duck.
Because it's so chubby.
Oh, rubber duck is the name of the duck.
The 3 little rubber ducks.
The 3 little rubber ducks. The 3 little mallard ducks.
Yeah, they do kind of look like rubber ducks. Yeah.
I looked at my band. The rubber duck and Daddy Ben and the rubber ducks. And the new rubber ducks and with the man ducks.
Okay.
And I don't know what I meant.
I don't know either. I don't know their names either. So, and
Okay, some folks are amazed that you show a paper sale ad. And they're saying they haven't been sending paper sale ads to anybody in years. So
Yeah.
how are you getting these paper sale ads?
I've got an inside. No, I don't. I don't have any connections. So whenever I am studying the sale ads, they come out on Wednesdays here. I look online and I check out 10 Box online, Aldi online, and Kroger online. And I have my little piece of loose leaf paper that I jot down the sales. And then when I go into the stores, I grab the paper ad. Our stores do still have the paper
But you
ads.
pick them up at the store.
Yes.
They're not mailing them.
They're not mailing them to the house or anything like that. So, yeah, at the store. And I'm going to probably one of these days they will get rid of that. I'm going to bet, and I will grieve that time because I am a pen and paper girl. I got, my paper planner and all that kind of stuff. I will not like being online only.
Do you use the garage for food storage?
They figured it out.
They figured it out.
That's where one of my pantries is.
Yeah.
So the garage is not heated or cooled. So Charla sent us super chat and she says, for Rebekah, I think she is the cutest girl. We said, we have pretty babies. We really do have pretty babies. She is a cutie. Thank you, Charla. We appreciate you. Garage is not heated or cooled, so I do have to be selective in what I keep out there. And I will tell you what we use is did we get them from Sam's Club? The shelves, do you remember? Home Depot?
Probably Home Depot.
Probably Home Depot. They are heavy duty, the silver metal shelving units. They are not on wheels, the ones that we have, but I know some sell them on wheels. And I primarily keep canned goods, store-bought canned goods, not our glass jar canned goods are kept out in the root cellar. This is primarily the store-bought tin can stuff. And that is because since it's not climate controlled, it doesn't freeze, but it does get hot there in the summertime. And we do occasionally get a mouse in the garage as well, and they can't get through tin cans yet. So I do have to be very careful. But yeah, I have found it to be a good space because, okay, so the garage, like my 15 passenger van won't fit in the garage and stuff too. So we are in a position where
our food's more valuable than our vehicles anyway.
Yeah.
So.
We drive old things.
Yeah,
so.
we drive old things. They can stay outside. And somebody had asked if we have Save-A-Lots. Yeah, but they're on the wrong side of town because you do all your shopping and it's all the places you go are right there together.
Yeah.
If you start doing that Save-A-Lot, then you're going all the way to the other side of town. Then it starts being not as practical.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't
be too bad, but
it wouldn't be crazy bad, but it would be out of the way.
It would add.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Growing Roots says Rebekah is getting so big. Yeah. She's going to turn 4 on January 1st. So
there was also a discussion. Should you wash eggs? Should you not wash eggs?
Ooh.
Why are people washing eggs versus not washing
That's
eggs?
a divisive topic right there. We don't talk about religion, politics, or whether to wash eggs. That's
some people are.
No, okay. Here's where I'm at with the washing eggs. So prior to having chickens, we got our eggs from the store, and here in the United States, eggs are sold in grocery stores in the refrigerated section. So
Because once they're washed,
which as far as I'm aware, all the egg companies wash
they wash them,
the
pretty
eggs.
them up, and make them look all pretty, and then you've taken the stuff off of them.
Yeah,
so now you have to refrigerate.
When the egg exits the hen, there is what's called a bloom on the eggs. And that bloom is just kind of like, think of it as if, like you're putting plastic wrap or something around it. It's a protective coating there on the shell that it helps it last longer, and it keeps the porous shell, it keeps things from going in there and contaminating it. But when you remove that by washing it, you don't get that anymore. And so then it is very important after it's washed to refrigerate the eggs. And once something is refrigerated, you don't then want to pull it back out and stick it, on the counter again. Since we have our own chickens now, when our eggs come in, they're not washed. They still have that bloom on there, and they really can just sit on the counter. I mean, weeks and weeks longer than a lot of you would probably be comfortable with, honestly. They really can keep for quite a while.
We were asked if things in the root cellar freeze. No, our root cellar is underground, and it's never been below freezing.
Yeah.
And of course, you also have to remember where we're at. We don't get extreme temperatures here. I mean, if we were
Occasionally, like it did get down to, was it -20 or
yeah,
something
that's
crazy?
extremely rare. for
Very
that to
rare.
happen here.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I mean, root cellar, the way our root cellar is set up, it protects it, keeps it cool in the summer and warm enough in the winter above freezing. You know, if we lived in, if we lived in Nova Scotia or something, I'm sure you'd probably have to do something different
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
gets so much colder. But
I have Annie on here asking, do you lime your eggs for long-term storage? Yes, I have done that. I have 9 buckets with 6 dozen in each bucket right now. Those are kept in the root cellar as well. And I use was it calcium hydroxide? Pickling lime is what I use. I do have a video on that. It was one of the earliest videos that we did. So very, very early on. Now that I have the freeze dryer, though, well, as soon as I get a working freeze dryer, let's specify that, I hope to have more of our eggs shelf stable because they are freeze dried, and I will be less dependent on the water glassing method that I've used before.
um, okay.
Okay.
So you're always buying turkey bacon at Sam's Club.
Okay.
If someone does not have a Sam's Club, do you have a recommendation of turkey bacon that's not Sam's Club turkey?
Well, now Aldi sells it, Walmart sells it. There's different types of turkey bacon that you can get. And when I looked, was it Aldi or Walmart? I don't remember. One of them is a better deal per pound than what Sam's Club is, slightly. But the Sam's Club one I like the ingredients. They're just less, I don't know. There's just fewer ingredients and I don't know. It sounds less complicated, I guess. So yeah, you can get it any store. It's just not going to be, I feel like it's not going to be as good as the Sam's Club one, but it's still going to be turkey bacon. So, Susan, thank you for the super chat. She says, for your beautiful Anna. She is beautiful, isn't she? Anna May, are you still in here? I think she's in the girls' room.
And Charlotte talks about Costco has the turkey bacon, which, yeah, I guess everybody the deal is you either have a Sam's or you have a Costco. Is that kind of?
I guess.
I guess
I
it's
think
the deal. That's
so.
where
I think
Sam.
there's a Costco up around St. Louis. So,
But
Anna, are you in here, baby?
maybe not.
I think she is. Sarah, can you go see? I think they're playing in the girls' room. I was pretty sure they took Rebekah. Check the other room and see if they're back there.
Anna's not back there.
Oh, she's not. She must be out in the summer kitchen then. I'm sorry, Susan. I was going to have her tell you thank you personally, but she's not in here. So thank you, though.
Someone's asking about the using the pickling lime to
Okay.
keep the eggs, which we've done. Do you have a video of that?
Yeah, that's the water glassing eggs video.
Oh, the early one.
I
Okay.
mean, it was like,
Okay, so those, because Sam, can you put that on there? Because there's conversations about using the pickling lime for water glassing that people are talking about. So yeah, that's right. That's an early video. So yeah,
very early video.
link that on there so people can watch that and see
Yeah.
how we do that.
Yeah, because we called it water glassing eggs, but it's the liming eggs that she referred to in her comment there is probably a more accurate term for it. There he goes. He just put the link for the water glassing eggs with the pickling lime. Susan says, you're welcome. Anna is so quiet. Are you quiet? Is Abigail quiet? Is Abigail the quiet one?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. They are very different. I'm glad that they have each other to play with, but they are very different personality-wise. Very
Yeah.
unique, aren't you?
Well, sometimes we play a lot.
Yeah.
She plays with David.
Christine's asking about having food in the root cellar to protect it in case of a disaster or something, a tornado or something. One thing,
Christy here. Is it
Christy,
right there?
oh,
Yeah.
I said Christine, Christy. Um, you got to remember our house is an earthworm house, so a lot of this food is actually stored like toward the back of the house, which is in a sense. I mean, we'd have to take a pretty big hit. So the house, just the way the house is designed, that is another thing to consider.
Being in a basement.
Yeah, because our house is kind of like a basement. So
Yeah.
if the house did take a hit, I think a lot of things would be.
And we've been talking about doing a video on what an earthworm home is, and we've never
Yeah,
done it.
because
There's
it's partially underground.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're pretty protected on this, and they're not all in one place either. So yeah, they are spread out. So.
Annie says, you're right, it's glassing. I just couldn't think of the name when I wrote it. I've heard some people call it liming eggs because of the pickling lime. So I don't think you were off
Yeah, it's just
off there on the terminology.
Just a different term.
Yeah. Let's see. And Jody says it seems like a lot of time, space, and resources just to save a few eggs. The space, on the space, it does take space. They're in the root cellar. I am utilizing some space doing that. The time, I don't really feel like it takes too much time that I can do 6 dozen all at once in a little 2-gallon bucket. So I haven't thought that. And the pickling lime, really, it's not very expensive either. So, but once I buy the buckets and things like that, I can use them year after year also.
Do we eat duck? Yes.
It's delicious, guys. It's just below. My favorite meat is our lamb, our sheep meat that Shawn butchers the sheep and everything. That's my favorite. It's just delicious. And my second favorite is duck. It's just juicy, moist, just awesome. So, yeah, Melissa's pointing out that in the winter, chickens don't lay much. And that was my primary reason for doing the water glassing of the eggs. And that way, we get this huge amount of eggs in the spring and then kind of into the summer. But going into the winter, I mean, it'll be a good day if we can get 3 eggs in the dead of winter. That's when I use all those water glassed eggs in those buckets that were preserved way back months ago in the springtime. And then that keeps us from having to buy eggs at the store over the winter time. Oh, Jean asks, is duck greasy? I think some would say yes. It is definitely a
dark meat.
Yes, it's like all dark meat. Think of your turkey or something like that you would cook up, the light meat and the dark meat. It's all dark meat. And there is a fat to it as well, but that also makes it moist. So it just depends on what you like. Let's see. Christy says, gotta run, headed out to get a few more preps done before the potential trigger event. I know what you're talking about. So thanks for hanging out with us though, Christy. I appreciate you. Let's see. Will the lone duck end up on your table?
He's so scrawny. It's going to keep him alive.
Debbie.
This is the way if you are an animal on our farm, be scrawny. Then we won't eat you.
Sylvester sent a super chat. It says, watching with my 9, 10, and 11-year-old daughters. Our whole family enjoys your channel from Michigan. Oh, that's awesome. See, that makes me happy. Some have commented, that other children, when Rebekah will say something, they get excited. It's like they've made online friends. And so thank you for that. Let's see. I'm catching up here. Carrie says, I've never had duck. I do love lamb. Yeah. So before we raised ducks, Aldi does carry duck on occasion. It's in it's about so long, about the size of a duck. And I think it's the Pekin ducks. It comes with an orange sauce. It's in a brown and white plastic, like shrink wrap thing on the
Yeah, it's like a
bird.
heavy, like a heavy duty shrink wrap.
Yeah,
thing.
and it comes with the orange sauce in it, which we always pitched. Anyway, we just liked it with salt and pepper, roasted up like you would a turkey or a chicken, and eat it that way. But it may be seasonal, but our Aldi has had it fairly often. You are. You got a super chat. So you need to say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Where were you at?
I was with the boys.
Are they in the summer kitchen?
No, in the garage.
In the garage.
In the
The
garage.
garage is the fun place
So
to
they're-
hang out.
Are they just hanging out in the garage?
Just hanging out in the garage. Gosh, you guys. Oh, you just see there was the message from Miss Susan. It says, "For your beautiful Anna."
Thank you.
That's you. She is a little beauty. So, okay. Um, I'm 65 and I get excited when Rebekah says something. You never know what's going to come out of that little girl's mouth. She is something else. Okay.
Okay. Do you make garlic oil?
Yes. Yes, I do. So I primarily use garlic oil for medicinal purposes. That is something that I have found to work for our family, especially whenever there's like a fever and things like that. I take my homemade garlic oil and I slather it on children's feet. It seems to absorb into the body better that way. And we put some fuzzy socks on them at night when they go to bed, and they're stinking like garlic, but it helps to, what I found it to do is to help kill off whatever bug it is that they might be fighting that would cause them to have a fever. It helps to take care of that. So, oh, you sit here with Mama and you get another super chat. That's from Miss Florence. It says, "For wonderful Anna." So,
Thank you, Miss Florence.
yes, thank you, Miss Florence. That's very, very sweet of you. She's always been very good to us. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. And to make the garlic oil, what I basically do, we grow our own garlic. So I take our own garlic, I'll take several cloves of it, and I give it a real good smash so that it's kind of juicy. The juice is coming out. And then I put it in a small little saucer, very little bowl with olive oil over it. And I let it sit for, if I need it fast, I'll just let it sit for a couple hours, but I try to keep some on hand that I've let soak for a couple days. Then I discard the garlic and just keep the oil in a dropper bottle, and I slather it on their feet whenever they need it. So, okay. Sam's getting really good at being a moderator. Are you moderating over there, Sam?
Moderating?
Yes. He says yes. I'm oblivious. I don't know
yeah.
what's going on.
I hadn't caught on. Yeah.
Good job, Sam. Whatever it is. Sarah's over there with him too. They're co-moderating together. So, okay. Did you have any more?
It seemed like there was something
Oh, was
on
there?
there
Did we
that I
miss
was
it?
going to say
Yeah.
something about, now forgetting what
If
it
you
was.
did ask a question and we missed it, you may have to post it again, because once it scrolls up, we don't go back.
Yeah, because it keeps flying by. We're really, if we go back, we're really in trouble.
Yeah.
We're really going to be messed up. We're still trying to scroll back.
Okay. Well, while you're thinking about that, I'm going to talk about, okay, the thumbnail talked about why are we so tired? We are so tired because we are running around like crazy people all day long. Oh, Miss Florence sent a super chat for Abigail. Now, also, Florence, thank you. She says, "For sweet Abigail." You guys are really good to us. Oh my goodness. Susan in Tennessee sent a super chat also and says, "In all fairness, here's something for the boys who are awesome, godly young men." Thank you, Susan, and thank you, Florence. I see David is in here reading a book. Can you come and say thank you to Miss Florence? Get your nose out of the book. We went to the library today. They have new books. So, but Andrew's not in here, is he?
Is he?
Oh, he is. Andrew John.
Oh, he is working on something. He had come back in.
Miss Susan just sent super chat for the boys. So if you will come back here and tell her, thank you, Miss Susan.
Thanks. Thank you.
We want to know what's so fun out in the garage. Are you reorganizing my tin cans out there?
Are you working on something? You fixing something? Oh, he's rebuilt something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell him. I don't think so.
Okay.
So
Is it okay to?
Yeah, it's okay. You can't
Okay.
show it on a live stream. You get in trouble, but I think we can discuss it.
Okay. Do you have to spell it?
Yeah. So it's a bang bang that hasn't worked in years,
Okay.
and I guess he's kind of he's skilled in that area now because he's went in there and started working on it, and apparently he got it working.
Okay. Now this was a little
Little
bitty pink one
bitty
that
pink 22.
Sarah got whenever she was little,
Yeah.
and it has been out of commission.
It's been out of commission for a while, and he has got it working again. So I guess he's going to declare it's his.
So
that's pink one.
You're wearing the good shirt for it. Show them what your shirt says. You have to see.
Yep.
I fix stuff.
And I fix stuff and build things.
Yeah,
that's Andrew.
There you go.
Goodness. And then Susan says, for your multi-talented daughter, Sarah. Susan. Oh, and Dolores sent super chats for Janice. Thank you, guys. Sarah, I don't think she heard you, Sarah. For Miss Susan. Come here.
Oh, there you go.
Sarah is not camera shy. I have some asking you when you're going to get your own channel, but that's not going to happen. No.
You got enough going on?
Yep.
Thank you.
You don't need to. She don't need to pick up another.
And look here,
job.
Sarah. Miss Florence, too, for Sarah, the best gardener.
Thank you again.
Okay, so we were talking about things on the way back from the orthodontist today about if brainstorming other ideas. She's currently interested in becoming a midwife, but looking at all the different options. And she was talking about how she would enjoy also one of these days, maybe having her own nursery, like a garden nursery with the hoop houses and stuff like that, where she would start plants and sell mums in the fall and seed starts in the spring and all that kinds of stuff. So I think she'd be good at that also.
Switch your major from nursing to agriculture. Oh, okay.
Nursing plants in the nursery. Allison asks, is Andrew going to mechanics when he's older? Probably
something along those lines. Yeah, he's going to do some sort of a trade school type of a thing for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you very much.
Dawn sent a super chat and says, we can't forget Shawn. Poor Shawn. Thank you, Dawn.
I'm not totally forgotten. I've been eating the Snickers every day.
Yeah. Did we show it? I don't know if we showed it.
Oh, did we not show it? Somebody sent me
on video.
A big old tub of Snickers, and every day it's my treat, and I want to keep eating them, and I'm like, no, I will do one a day because I shouldn't be eating more than one.
That would be good. Humongous cube full of the little miniature Snickers.
So
he took them to work.
I took them to work, and I disciplined. I ate one a day. So
everybody's picturing you walking out the door, hanging on to your Snickers cube and running out to the van. Oh, goodness. We would support Sarah at the nursery. She would be awesome at it. Yeah. Oh, Sherry, yes, she has a question about Azure Standard before I order. Oh, Carol, thank you for the super chat too. Sarah, did you see that one? For Sarah's truck. She has not given up on getting her truck yet.
She'll find one. It's just a matter of, got to keep looking.
Thank you, Carol. But Sherry is asking, what do I need to know if wheat berries go in the freezer like flour? Sherry, I would, whenever I get grains, whenever I order grains, I do by the 25-pound or 50-pound sacks sometimes, and I will put them in the deep freeze for about a week. And I do that because, as distasteful as it is to discuss, there can be little insect eggs in those things, and you don't want them hatching out. You want to kill them. And to kill them, you put them in the freezer for a week, and then you should not have any hatching later on. So, yes, I would definitely recommend that. What does Sam want to do when he's older? Allison asks.
He is
Majoring
in business with accounting emphasis.
with an
That's
emphasis
that's
in
what he's doing.
accounting.
That's
So
what he's
that's
doing
the
in college.
current. We'll see where all the kids land in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Keeps on
I
going.
changed my major 3 different times whenever I was in college. So just as long as they're progressing, that's all I want is for them to be working towards something. Let's see. Christine wants to know what time it is now. It's 12:30 a.m. in England.
So
It is 7:51 p.m. here in the Missouri Ozarks, Christine.
Central Time Zone, United
Yes,
States.
we're in the Central Time Zone. Let's see. Shannon is asking for prayer, guys. If you could keep Shannon in your prayers. And can you fry the pickling eggs and do they taste the same as fresh? Or do you use them primarily for baking? That's a question from Growing Roots, and I think referring to the water glassed eggs, maybe that I preserve with the pickling lime. So yes, you can fry them up, but here's the deal. When they've not been preserved for a super long time, like just for a couple months, you could probably crack them open and fry them up and you would have a standing yolk still. But when you get to be like a year from when you've preserved them, the yolks are very runny. So at that point, we use them primarily for scrambled eggs or for baking. I mean, you can still fry it up. You're just gonna not have a
Yeah,
standing
it's not
yolk.
gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it tastes fine. It tastes just as good, as a regular fresh egg. Let's see. Do you make deviled eggs with the eggs that you have? I don't usually. It's just not something that we eat a whole lot of here. But I mean, I don't
Yeah.
dislike it.
Yeah, but
I just
we have a
I
friend.
don't
We have a
really
friend
make.
that makes some
Yeah,
but
she does. Okay, so I've
Aaron.
got 2. Aaron, thank you. A super chat from Aaron Pope. She says, for Sam, for all his great work moderating.
Thank you, Aaron.
You don't want to be on camera?
Oh.
Okay.
Everybody else showed their face.
He's over there at the computer.
Yes, you got to come over here and say, guys.
Thank you.
There you go. He's back there. And I'm missing stuff. Oh, Lucy asked, what made your day crazy? And I should probably address that since that's what the thumbnail stuff was. Okay. Today was a runaround day. And I've mentioned before, I don't do great with runaround days. I'm a homebody. I like being home. I like cooking and cleaning and homeschooling the children. I like it. So today we had the Azure Standard delivery this morning. I had to get out for that. And then we had the library today as well. And so we did all that. And then we had orthodontist this afternoon. I left the house 3 separate times today. Leave, come home. Leave, come home. Leave, come home. And it is exhausting. So we did also do running after orthodontist. Sarah was in town with me because it was orthodontist. So I took her into Hobby Lobby to look for fabric for sewing in the summer kitchen. Could not find it. So it was just run, go. And Florence, my goodness, Florence. Florence is being very, very generous with our family. Thank you. Super chat for Samuel.
Thank you, Florence.
Did you hear him, Florence? He did say thank you. Oh, and he put it in the chat. See, he has the ability to write out thank you in the chat because he's
Oh
the
yeah, 'cause
moderator
he's over
sitting
there
there.
controlling everything.
Florence, thank you for being so sweet to us.
We did get a couple of questions about holidays. All I want to say is that the last time there was a discussion about what holidays people celebrate or don't celebrate, it started tripping YouTube warnings and where they started actually deleting out our comments and stuff because I guess it was detecting I don't know religious debate or whatever it was that YouTube tripped. So I don't want that to happen again. So I'm not I don't I don't want to have a discussion of what holidays people celebrate or don't celebrate because that didn't go well with YouTube last time.
It's just weird how
Certain
topics,
topics YouTube it
yeah,
flags and YouTube will start nailing us.
yeah,
So
yeah. So we do our own thing with our family, and we have loved ones that do things differently than our family, and we love them.
So.
And we just we like doing things our way,
Yeah.
even if it's different. So, um, let's see. Oh, Kristen, that's so nice. She says, hello, Shawn and Janice. I'm from Indiana, and I've watched y'all for a few months, and I love your family. Thanks for being the light in my day, my first time on the live. I am so happy you're here and that you took time to comment too. That does mean a lot to me. Um, I do get comments from people that say, I watch, but this is my first time commenting. And I appreciate you doing that. So, yeah, Joy for Jenna, we weren't ignoring your question. I saw your question
Yeah,
on
because I was
there.
sitting there thinking, ooh, I don't want anybody talking about all that because I don't want to get in trouble again with YouTube. So.
Yeah. So
Yeah, sometimes people ask stuff in from previous experience. We're like, ooh, YouTube gets upset.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
Yeah. Because there's things we're not, I would say I err on sharing too much as opposed to, too little. I'm pretty much an open book and I'll just tell you whatever. But those certain topics
Yeah,
that we have to just kind of,
yeah, we've started kind of learning
yeah,
of what it's kind of interesting certain things that
yeah. And I don't like that. I wish we were able to just chit chat and
Yeah.
discuss things, like grown-ups without
but we
throwing arrows at each other.
there's controls that
Yeah.
are placed on things that we have to.
Nene asked if the girls crochet. Anna, especially. Anna's really interested in crocheting. I think Abigail, she has a little bit, but Anna's the one that will sit down in free time and choose to crochet. So, do you crochet too much, or is that mostly
crochet? But I'm trying to know how to crochet.
trying to know how to? You do a little bit,
Mhm.
but not as much as Anna. So
Yes.
there you go. Yeah. So, Lily Bird says, loved your outing at the pumpkin farm. We just love going there every year. I did see someone had asked, do the older ones, do we make the older ones go or do the older children go?
Everybody
They have a
likes
good
doing that,
time. Yeah, they look forward to it every year. There truly are things for the older children and the younger children to enjoy. So, and it's big enough that we can spread out and, divide up the
Yeah.
activities by age group, but small enough to where you can still keep an eye on everybody and no one's gonna get lost or anything like that. Charla,
Yeah.
just say the bathroom topic in the summer kitchen, the holiday topic, the politics topics are all banned from from this. Yeah, all banned. Yeah, Susan says, I love being at home. Yeah, or my kids' homes to spend time with the kids and the grandchildren. Yeah, I do enjoy. I don't know. I think the older I get, the more of a homebody I get as well. So,
Oh yeah, or Fazoli's. See, and I was kind of wondering if people knew what a Fazoli's was.
I'll see.
They don't know how spread out that chain of
Okay.
restaurants.
See, and I never thought about
I don't know who
other
all
places
has.
not
Yeah, I
having
don't know
it.
who has Fazoli's or not. Yeah.
Huh. So, did you have any other questions?
I think that was it. I
Okay,
think
because
that
we
was
have
all I
quite a few
had.
questions in the chat this evening
Yeah.
too. So, what's your favorite holiday food for Thanksgiving? What do you? Okay, well, I know
Favorite-
what mine think
Hmm.
that it's like turkey. We make turkey
Well, I
sometimes and mashed potatoes and green beans. We get that stuff at other
always
times
like
through the year.
pecan pie. I've always been a
Okay.
sucker for pecan pie.
We make a sweet potato casserole that we pretty much only get at Thanksgiving, and it's almost like a dessert. So I'd say that would be my special, just for Thanksgiving thing that I would pick. Let's see. Never heard of Fazoli, Cindy says. It's like a kind of
Fast
like a
food
fast
Italian
food.
place.
Yeah, but you order at the counter and they bring your food to the table to you. So it's a little bit of a crossover between a sit down and a fast food. Do you harvest your own turkeys? Megan asks. Yes. Yes, we do.
Sandra, I haven't noticed a Sandra question.
Oh, Sandy, we would not be skipping yours
Yeah, because
purposefully here.
things are spinning pretty fast. So
So yeah, Sandy, if you had one, jot it in there real quick and we'll see if we can answer it here before we end the chat this evening. Sage dressing, Cindy likes. My dad is the one that makes our chicken and dressing, and he uses my grandma's recipe. His mama. My dad's not in the kitchen that often, but he does make the chicken and dressing for Thanksgiving. Let's see. I keep waiting for Sandy to put her question back.
replying back, yeah.
I don't want to miss her question now. Scissor Tail says, I laughed out loud when Janice was focused on that Kroger butter deal, even while at Fazoli's. It was a good deal. Don't miss out on the good deal. You guys, I got a fabulous deal tonight. So we were in town, Sarah's orthodontist appointment. We did Hobby Lobby, went to Aldi, got the $5 a piece pizzas for supper tonight. And then went through Kroger because I was looking for that apple cider that was on sale that I didn't get because they were out of stock when I was in there last. They had boneless, skinless chicken breast. You know how I got it for $1.99 a pound? They had it on markdown, and I think it was like $1.61 a pound. And I bought everything they had. I bought it all. And so tomorrow will be a canning day. We will probably do school in the summer kitchen, and in between chopping up chicken breast and while things are going in the pressure canner, do a little school, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What did I miss?
I saw Sandy comment about dried beef in a jar. That's what I caught real quick.
Yeah, I did see that too. I don't want to miss her question.
I don't know what the question was though. It's something. Somebody, why is your lives blurry, but your videos aren't? Because the videos take like 9 hours to load, and this is live, and our internet cannot handle live very well. Yeah, our internet's terrible.
Bev asked, advice needed. I was gifted 40 pounds of russet-like potatoes. Can I freeze mashed potatoes or scallop potatoes? I've never done that. I will say I have read that you can dehydrate potatoes. I don't know if you have a dehydrator, Bev, but I've read that you can do that as well. So I'm afraid I've not preserved potatoes. I keep meaning to can some this year since we got a good sale on them, but I haven't even done that either. Yeah, Erin, are you excited about my chicken savings? I'm so excited about it. So I might do a video on it. I don't know. Oh, my grocery haul that I got this evening. How much did I save? How much did I save by getting all that chicken and stuff on markdown? It would be awesome. It would make me happy at least to put all those numbers on paper.
Somebody actually asked.
There's Sandy's question.
Oh,
okay. What? Sandy asked, did you try the canned corned beef yet? Sandy, we did. We did try it. Well, you weren't here. You were at work.
Okay.
The kids and I tried it. Okay. We had a time getting those cans open, that little weird key. You have to roll it up and it opens up the can. So I had bought that corned beef because I thought it would be a good emergency preparedness item, a
Mhm.
canned meat, an alternative there.
So don't buy stuff you don't want to eat. So you have
Yeah.
to try it.
Now, we did enjoy the taste of it. Not a problem with that. We sliced it up like you see people doing to Spam, slice it up and then just frying it in a skillet just to heat it up. That's all we did. And we ate it as part of a lunch. My deal was opening up the can. I felt like there was a slash to a finger just waiting to happen. There was sharp metal.
It's old school.
Yeah. And my thinking was in an emergency situation, I don't need to be asking for bloody fingers.
Okay.
So I kind of chose to not stock up on that as an emergency preparedness item. Yeah. For that reason. But we did like it. We did enjoy it.
I actually gets a new one. I actually got a Def Leppard question. And the
Okay.
best Def Leppard song ever. Goes back. This is after.
Someone on here asked
Yeah, so
you?
yeah, well, because you're Def Leppard, you were too little. When I was in high school, Def Leppard was very photographed by Def Leppard. That was the best. That was the best Def Leppard song was photographed. Okay,
Making this up.
no, it was on there. It was on there. Yes.
Goodness. Xanthia asked if my freeze dryer is working now. Not right now. However, we have the old one boxed up on a pallet, ready to be picked up.
Big truck.
It is imminent that they are going to be picking up the old one. And I have a tracking number for the new one. So I really thought that they would make me wait until the broken one was on a truck or arrived at the warehouse before they sent me the new one. But no, they did go ahead and ship out the brand new one days ago. And I'm hoping to get it soon, maybe even before the weekend, and get to work. I need to, okay, I have written down whenever I do my grocery haul, I've got to buy another thing of cheap bread because I will have to do another bread run in this brand new machine as my first cycle.
I got outvoted. Pour some sugar on me, as they're saying. They're outvoting. Voted me out.
Do you know those songs?
Yeah, I'll test your Def Leppard knowledge. So,
Okay,
the
who
drum,
are them?
anyone. So, I was Def Leppard. The drums, the really cool drum sounds on Def Leppard, but there's something very cool about the drums sounding so great in Def Leppard. Anybody tell me what's the deal with what makes every time you hear the drums, what makes it even more special about Def Leppard and the drum?
Okay,
Yes,
Jody admits, Janice, I asked about Def Leppard,
No.
so
photograph.
you didn't make it up.
No,
Okay, I have no
There you
clue
go.
on your
Tanya got it.
drum stuff.
their drummer
here.
only had one arm.
Oh.
He lost his arm in a car accident. You'd never know it.
And Tribal Woman says, as Xanthia says, I've never even heard of that band. I've heard of them. I'm
Drummer had
just
one arm. It's unbelievable what the guy could.
wow.
You'd never dreamed that the guy only had one arm. Listen to it. Well, hysteria. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look at you guys. You guys know all the
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know all
You're
the
too
stuff.
young to
I'm
remember
too
Def
young.
Leppard.
I'm too young. I like being the young wife. We're dating ourselves, Cindy says. Goodness. Aaron says he plays with his feet.
Well, not the arm part. I think he just does the stuff on the bottom of his feet. I don't think he's got his feet up there. I don't think. Surely, no. I've always seen him just playing with one arm. But I mean, his feet. I mean, he's got the pedals for the drums. I never saw him hitting the snare with his feet. Are you suggesting that he's up there with his feet?
How does it
I
go?
don't think so. I
How
don't
does it go?
playing wipeout with his feet. I don't think so. I don't know. No, I think.
Okay. I did.
That's just his feet. Thinking what?
Now you got him tickled.
Okay.
Look at it.
No, the pedals for the feet, not the
Oh,
drumstick.
goodness.
Drumstick, you just use the one drumstick.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I did see Aiden ask Janice if you could go to one concert, what would it be? And I bet you guys would never guess. Never guess. Sarah, you would never guess. I don't think you know. Pawpaw would know. My dad knows which concert I would pick. No.
And
She
John
said John
Denver, that'd be
Denver.
hard to go to now. That'd be
John
that'd be a
Denver
long
concert.
distance trip. You know,
Oh, I don't
you'd
even
be up there
know.
with Elvis.
Okay, I don't even know if I could go. I don't know if this group is still alive or together or anything like that. I don't know. Okay, the group that I would pick is Steppenwolf. Does anybody remember?
I'm sure they've been dead for years.
Have they been dead for
I would
years? I don't
guess.
know. Okay, I would pick Steppenwolf because there's a story behind this. So, when I was a kid, mom and dad, see, okay, I see yeses. Okay, so some know Steppenwolf. When I was a kid, mom and dad drove this big, long, white station wagon. We called it the grocery getter. And in the grocery getter was an 8-track player. That's what we had in it. And my dad had an 8-track of Steppenwolf. And we listened to that on repeat. I think there was like 1 or 2 songs he wouldn't allow us to listen to, but the majority of them we got to listen. And Born to Be Wild, it just that's childhood memories. And they were going to be in concert like a week before my 21st birthday at a casino.
Oh, you couldn't go.
I couldn't
You
go.
wasn't old enough.
I couldn't
to
go
accept
because I
casino.
wasn't old enough to go and see Steppenwolf. I missed them by a week. And yeah, so if I could have a do-over, I'd go with my dad to see Steppenwolf sing Born to Be Wild. Magic carpet ride too. Yes, Cindy. That's my childhood memories right there. Driving on that slick vinyl seats of the grocery getter station wagon with Magic Carpet Ride and Born to Be Wild playing in the 8-track. Yeah. So,
Tanya's jamming to Abracadabra.
okay. Oh, guys. I'm looking. Love Led Zeppelin and Janis Joplin, Jean says. Oh. I listened. I had a cassette tape of the Zombies and the Animals too. I liked them.
I don't know who they are.
So Shawn liked.
Of course, I grew up. We used to go to Nashville and go to the Grand
Yeah.
Ole Opry, and
Yeah.
so that was. I knew the rock star, but yeah, we were really country music people.
You did well. Not just all country. It was like 1970s
Well, because the
country,
people that was at the Opry was the old people. So
and then the 1980s rock.
no.
Your high school days
Mhm.
and stuff too. So yeah. Oh, guys. Look at-
So for all these folks.
Yeah. Bringing back the olden days here, guys. Okay. Well, we have been on for over an hour.
Janice, love the country band Alabama. I saw Alabama in concert when no one had heard of them.
Mm.
I saw Alabama in concert in like 1981 in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Allison says Reba.
Yeah,
You've got a distant relation to Reba.
relation.
Yeah. That Oklahoma connection there. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got to do clean up. I have food to put away. I have a lot of chicken, guys. We don't have room to put all the chicken that I brought home today. It's in coolers. And so we're going to clean up what we have to clean up, shut stuff down, get up early tomorrow morning, can some chicken / do school at the same time. And then I have to study the sale ads and see what good deals I can get. So that is the plan.
Oh, I gotta have one more
What?
comment. Melissa asked us
Yeah.
the Gatlin brothers. Okay, there were 4 Gatlin brothers. 3 of them were a band. The 4th one lived 1 block away from our house growing up. And the Gatlin brothers used to take the tour bus and go visit their brother. And everybody always thought it was so cool because the tour bus would be parked there as they were visiting with their brother. But yes, they had the brother who didn't sing lived in my hometown. Yeah.
Just down the road.
Just right. Yeah, you could step out a few feet and you could see their house. There they were. That's where the Gatlin brothers' brother lived.
Gatlin
Yeah.
brothers' brother.
Yeah. All the gold in California. That's
Hmm. All right, guys, we're going to hop off here. We're going to do the next thing. And remember, we do not plan to do a live stream next Tuesday evening because that's election night and we're going to do our family pizza party and stay up late and watch the results come in and see how all that goes. So, guys, be sure you vote. Whatever you're going to, whichever way. We're not even going to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Just vote. So, what's Sam is putting something on there. What's he doing? He's
Oh, he's got a line for a movie if anyone's seen that movie.
Oh, it's a line from a movie. Yeah. Look at Sam jumping on here. Look at you.
You guys remember you.
I know which movie you're talking about. Okay, we'll miss you guys too next week, but hopefully the next Tuesday we'll be back and talk about things that aren't politics and religion and summer kitchen bathrooms.
So, Kendra, I hope we'll know the results on Tuesday night. We'll be lucky if we know by a week later the way it works now. Bex got it.
Bex gets the trophy.
Kendrick's brother movie person.
The quote Sam put in the chat was from Facing the Giants.
Yeah.
Yay, Bex.
Congratulations, Bex.
Sam is very impressed. So, all right, guys, we are hopping off here and we will see you not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. So,
all right. Bye-bye.